will be a drama club interest meeting this Friday, January 14th in room 119 after school. Students interested in auditioning for this year's play, Matilda Jr., should attend this mandatory meeting for all materials and audition prep. Please see Miss Machete, Miss Jasnos, or Miss Stein for more information.
Hello, Woodrow, and welcome to this week's edition of Trivia Thursday. So, for last week's answer, which was quite perturbing, in my opinion at least, was 3 hearts. Although it is quite disgusting, I'm honestly not that surprised, as I knew from prior knowledge an octopus has 9 brains. Okay, enough of the disturbing facts. Last week's winners were Anish K, who answered first, and Ryan H, who answered second. Congratulations and keep up the good work. Now, for this week's question, which will test you on how much you know about yourself. How much percent of the brain is made up of water? The answer to this week's question will probably surprise you, and I'll give you this as a hint, it's 100% not 0. This is probably the first and last time I'll ever give you a hint, so I would use it if I were you. Well, Woodrow, that's all I have to offer for this week. I'll see you in the next segment.
Morning, Woodrow. Happy Thursday. This is your host, Anya Maria, here with this week's current events. David Bennett is doing well 3 days after receiving a genetically modified pig heart. Yes, you heard that right. With terminal heart disease, this pig heart was the only currently available option for Bennett, according to the release by the University of Maryland. Bennett was deemed ineligible for a conventional heart transplant or an artificial heart pump after reviews of his medical record. There were 3 genes that were responsible for the rejection of pig organs by the human immune system, and they were removed from the donor pig. And 1 gene was taken out to prevent excess pig tissue growth. 6 human genes were responsible for immune acceptance, and they were inserted in Bennett. Bennett's doctors will need to monitor him for days and weeks to see whether the transplant works to provide him with life-saving benefits. This genetically modified pig heart transplant could save the lives of millions of people around the world.
To read a book or 2. So as we move into a new year, one of the greatest things we can do is retell our story. Which is why I wanted to recommend this week of retelling, which is why I was super elated when someone recommended to me for this week's genre of fiction, Cinder, a retelling of the classic tale of Cinderella. But what makes this retelling so special by Marissa Meyer is that it focuses more on who Cinderella is as a person, more than just her relationship with the prince. And it definitely gets 10 times better because it also has sci-fi. So, a little bit of a plot summary. Humans and androids crowd the racist streets of New Beijing. A deadly plague ravages the population. From space, a ruthless lunar people watch, waiting to make their move. But no one knows that the Earth's fate hinges on one girl, Cinder, a gifted mechanic, who happens to be a cyborg. She's a second-class citizen with a mysterious past, relieved by her stepmother and blamed for her stepsister's illness. But when her life becomes intertwined with Prince Kai's, she suddenly finds herself in the center of an intergalactic struggle and a forbidden attraction. Caught between duty and freedom, loyalty and betrayal, she must uncover secrets about her past in order to protect her world's future. And although this book has many components from the real Cinderella story, it's also entirely different. And if you search at the Marissa Meyer retelling series, and you can find a lot more books like this. Next week's genre, before I go, is sci-fi, since this book is partly sci-fi. So make sure to send me any recommendations you have at this email down below. Thanks for watching!